We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First play and a first pass for Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Lance getting this out wide to Ayuk. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Niners had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Well, this defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Drill green. Fight, 97. Ready.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Meanwhile, and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Here's Lance. Dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Ready?
Lance looking to throw it. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And Lance now to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. From the gun on third down, Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Murray off play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Follow. Omaha.
To throw is Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle. Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On the double.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. The Lance going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Lance. He's got Ayuk once again. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that, broke off his pass rush and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scout.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now Murray. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback. And
how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Red, cycle. Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On the ready.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Lance. He's got the hook up to McLeod. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
22 needle.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Okay,
this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
10.
First down, here's Mitchell. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Shot, 17. Ready?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lance. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Here we go.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Trouble, 38.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ready. Ready.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zaven Collins coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Ready.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Murray. And some room to work. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. And how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Murray flips us forward on a jet sweep. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Jacobs, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lance to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
To throw again on second down. Lance. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to have a Niners first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
Lance now on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Ready.
Desperation time here. Lance taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Lance finding Kittle, 1st down San Francisco.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Here we go. Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 61 yards rushing now for Mitchell. He's got a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Red, yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Gets it out wide to Davis Price. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Cards, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.